Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Real quick, real quick. Alright guys, how's everybody doing? You guys, y'all remember where we left off at on this minivan? This the 2016. It's part 3 actually. And there really wouldn't be a part 3 had I not ran into a brain freeze. That's what we call that here in the automotive industry. When you think, and you just need to take your thoughts home with you and relax and think some more. And I'm a firm believer in not taking your problems home with you from work, but in some cases, you have no choice, especially if you're really interested in finding out what the problem is. Because once you find out the problem and fix it, notice I said repair it, it's a bigger rewarding feeling when that happens. So I'm okay with it. And plus, y'all know the situation the economy in America is in right now with the pandemic, with everything that's going on. So I'm okay with it. All right, so let me recap what's going on, guys. This is the van that you wasn't able to shut it off. Okay, I ended up pulling fuel pump fuse in order to starve the engine of fuel in order for the engine to shut off, because the typical normal way of turning the key off would not happen. Okay, that was not working. Go back and watch part 1. I'll put it right here. All right, now during that time, that's when I got lost. That's when I had the brain freeze. Okay, so what I ended up doing was suggesting that I call it a night. It was like 5 o'clock anyway. But that was killing me. I really wanted to know. It wasn't a quick diagnosis. So what I ended up doing, guys, was just calling it a night and taking my problems home and doing a little homework. And but I was able to scan it that first night, and I came up to the conclusion that something was bringing CAN C down. Okay, the bus network. CAN C is pretty much the essential modules that you need to run. All right, so one of the modules on CAN C was bringing it down. All right, so what happened? Day two, after more diagnosis and a fresh mind, that is the conclusion I came up with, was CAN C, which turned out to be the ABS. The ABS modules on CAN C. I already spoke about how I don't agree with that, but who am I? ABS should not be on CAN C, but when it went down, it took everything else down with it. Okay, actually, it confused everything else, because if you notice in part 1, when you look at topology, everything on CAN C except the tipple was red, like offline, and the car was running. That was driving me cuckoo, y'all. So what I ended up doing was ordering what happened? Day 2, I end up taking the ABS offline, taking it out of the system, and voila, CAN C came up and running again. Of course, everything but ABS, but I was able to go back and watch part 2. I put it right here. I was able to turn the key off, start the car, and turn it off the normal way. All right, so pretty much it was a no-brainer, guys. So what I ended up doing was ordering an ABS module. Now, I'm here today. This is day 3, actually. I'm about to go to the parts and get my parts. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick ad break. When I come back, we're gonna get the parts and we're gonna go from there, y'all. Stay tuned. Be patient with the ads, guys. Let them play. Just be a little patient. All right, when I get back, we're gonna get to work, man. Stay tuned. I'm going away. I'll be right back. Welcome, man. Thanks for staying with me. Thanks for staying tuned. I'm here. Here's my part, guys. I ended up getting a complete ABS module. Okay. Wow. Alright. Pretty much it's fairly easy to do. The hardest part is getting to it, gaining access to it. You're gonna have 4 little inadvertent torque screws on here, 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. Simply, you gotta be careful, man, because this module is fairly sensitive, I want to say. It is sensitive. You don't want to bend the little tabs. Yeah, that right there is very important. And of course the connection. So guys, let's grab a couple of tools and let's get this ABS module on. All right, let's get it. First, remove the negative battery terminal off of the battery. Next, remove the brake booster switch connector. Disconnect the electric brake pump vacuum line. Remove the 4 screws holding the ABS module to the ABS unit. Remove the ABS module off the ABS unit very slowly and carefully. Now remove the ABS connector. Push down on the tab and release the lock. Slowly pull up on the lock as the connector separates itself. Slowly remove the ABS module. Alright guys, welcome back. Here you go. Here's the old one. There's no way in the world you can look at them and tell if they're defective or not. This is a module, borderline a computer, okay? Now, in some year models, guys, you will get the complete ABS module along with the hydraulic base unit, okay? I've seen guys separate these when they only need this. Should you do this? Maybe not. If you get a complete assembly, you probably should go ahead and install the complete assembly. But just so you know, it can be done. I've seen it done. I've actually had no choice but to do one like that before. Okay, they got me a used module, and they brought it separate from the unit. So I ended up just putting it on, and it worked out fine. I just don't recommend that if you get a part and it comes with the unit built on. But this is my old ABS module. Like I say, there's no way you can look at it and tell if it's bad. It's just, oh, actually, I thought I felt some water come out of it. But all right guys, here's my new one right here. Fairly similar looking. Okay, you just got to be extremely careful getting the valves back in the right spot and this electrical switch in the right spot. Okay, now if you in question, if you have a problem with an ABS module or any module for that matter, you know module needs a couple of things to run, power supply, ground, and the bus networks. Okay, so you basically guys just need to check. I'll do a whole nother video on how to tell if your module is internally shorted, okay, because it's basically about power supply and ground and bus wires. All right, but for now, let's get this new ABS module installed. Okay guys, I got the connector on here. Quick note about the connector: you have to put it in place before the lock tab will release itself and move upwards. Okay, now we got the connector here. We got to be extremely careful to line this switch in the right hole and align the valves up like that. Okay, then slowly slide it on. Now guys, install your screws, and that should about wrap it up. I got it on now. Simply connect everything you disconnected. And we're going to proceed to go from there, guys. Stay with me. Alright, so it starts. Now let's see if it's shut off. There you go. Alright, so I now have my start and stop feature back. Let me start it up. Cut it off. Alright guys, so what I gotta do now is I'm going to go test drive. First I'm gonna scan it and erase everything, but I have to go test drive it. On some of the ABS modules that you install, you got to go do a drive cycle, drive learn, and depending on your scan tool, that's why I say, man, all scan tools cannot do this. So I don't know what kind of scan tools you guys have, but you're gonna have to it's a name for it. I'm gonna put it in the description below, but you have to drive it 15 miles an hour, turn left, turn right, go through like a calibration procedure on some of the ABS module. Okay, I want to know if this car applies. It's fairly new, 2016. You might not have to, but I don't know. So when, on my test drive, I'm gonna have my scan tool hooked up and using my phone, and I will find out that way. And if that's the case, I will do it while I'm out on the test drive. Okay, so either way it go, I'm gonna be able to do it on the test drive. But I'm gotta wrap this video up, man. This was a crazy one here, guys. Can't see bus coming in and out. ABS module shorted out. So I now have my start and stop. Now that is a whole, I'm gonna make a whole nother video on what would cause your car not to shut off. That's one of them. Okay, yes, the bus network system can get cluttered and confused and cause all kinds of haywire, but for the most part, it's only 2 or 3 reasons your car will not shut off if it doesn't see the voltage snatched away from a certain input. I'm gonna find all that out and make a video on that, okay? Because you guys need to know that. But in the event you have no way to shut your car off, and then you have a minivan, simply do like I did in part 1. Just starve it or fuel to shut it off, because if it's locked in the on running position, you don't want it in that state for long. Could be dangerous, could be anything, but that's the way to shut it off manually, by simply starving it for fuel. Okay, so guys, what I'm gonna do is go test drive this thing. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I think I'm pretty much done. All right, man, this was crazy, man. But like I said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This ended up being a 3-part series. It wasn't planned that way. It's never planned. You don't know what kind of problems you're gonna have, and the only reason I had to stop and split it up is because I had to take a day. I had to take a day to think about it. I had to sleep on it. Okay, so yes, now that it's complete, now that I'm complete, I'm about to go test drive. So let me wrap this up, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.